we're recording?
I don't know.
Yes, he is. Okay. Um, so we could all say that we have a dependency on animals. Humans, from the beginning of time, ever since the Garden of Eden, have depended on animals for relationship and companionships. And it often goes to this extreme sometimes. But, for example, in my life, I find myself dependent on animals in amazing ways. So my dog, Toffee, when my dad was sick initially and we didn't know what was going on, she stayed by his side for about 2 weeks and wouldn't leave him alone, prompting us to eventually take him to the emergency room. And I think he had like 2 point something blood levels, which is extremely low. He shouldn't have been alive, but we couldn't sense it, but our dog could. And my point is here that dogs have a sense about life that we don't have. Their sixth sense is just amazing. And then another example is Michael Hinkson. He was at the Twin Towers the day of 9/11. He is a blind man with his service dog, and he's been blind, I think, since birth. And he developed echolocation and a very strong relationship with his dog. He and his dog, I think, went in and out of the Twin Towers, I think, 11 times and saved about 13 people, and alongside all of the rescue animals who saved so many people that day. So I think it's pretty clear to say that we have a very strong need for service dogs. Whether people depend on dogs for their everyday needs, such as answering a phone call or checking their blood pressure levels, dogs and other animals are very important to our day-to-day lives. So then why do we struggle with having service dogs not being allowed to go into basic stores or restaurants? There's this growing problem today where you can go online and buy a certificate for a dog, any dog or animal, saying that it's a service dog for a premium of a good old $12. And that you can go into any store and your untrained dog, who could easily start dog fights or urinate in places they shouldn't, and this prompts managers of those stores to confront them and try to get them out of the building. And they pull out this little certificate that says my dog is a service dog, which, by the way, actual service dog handlers do not have a certificate. They simply have a vest. And so eventually, as we're seeing today, service dogs are being denied to basic stores because they don't have a certificate, and these handlers are not being able to have the care they need for their everyday lives and get basic groceries.